Hey guys, it's me, Brandeline Johnson, and today I want to talk to you about clairsentience, your psychic feeling, and share with you 3 ways that you could start feeling it right now and share a little bit more about exactly what clairsentience is. I'm super glad you guys are watching me here on my YouTube channel, Brandeline Johnson. Go ahead, subscribe, and push like. That would be amazing. And if you want to give me a follow, I'm on Instagram at I am Brandeline. So let's dive in. And if you guys are here live, just chat with me and I can answer your questions about clairsentience, which is psychic feeling. So, a lot of people, when they're talking about psychic physical feeling, we're not talking about empathy, we're not talking about emotional feeling, we're talking about clairsentience, which is physical psychic feeling. And when we're talking about that, a lot of times people think that we're talking about the gut feeling, and that is true. That is true. Most clairsentience mostly known as your gut feeling. Everybody's like, trust your gut. So that's true. But I want to share with you guys 3 different ways that you can experience your clairsentience right now, and sort of kind of share with you why it's important, because you're not recognizing it. Those of you guys that have been following me, you know that I've been teaching psychic and mediumship development for a kabillion years. And one of the things that I share with everybody is you have all these abilities. You just don't, number one, recognize them for what they are, or two, you've never actually tried to use them, right? You've never had somebody actually ask you to use them. And that's what I do in my Awaken program, the development program. But for today, you guys get ready, because you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, I never noticed that. So first of all, when we're working with spirit, we've got to be really grounded, right? Because we have all these thoughts in our head every day, and we're all these freaking distractions going on every day. So this sacred language, so to say, right? Your psychic seeing, hearing, feeling is what we're talking about, and knowing is often overlooked. And I feel like it's so important, because this is actually the foundation of who we are. We're a soul inside of a meat suit, right? And that our real, true language is our soul language. So for clairsentience, I want you guys, if you want to do this little practice with me, and if you can't stay on watching the live, come back and do this, because I just want you to like get grounded, like get here in this present moment, slow your roll, like slow your roll, get into your physical body, like get into your body. So by doing that, maybe you just recognize that you're sitting on this chair, you start recognizing your surroundings, you slow down just a little bit, take a couple deep breaths, and then, maybe have your feet on the floor before you go ahead and do this. Some of you guys might be like, oh, yes. So once you're physically present here, then I want you guys to realize that I want you to think about, some of you guys are in the East Coast, right? Some of you guys are in the Midwest, and most of you guys can relate to what I'm about to say, because we're talking about the different seasons. And so how many of y'all are out there and you open your door one morning and you're like, oh my God, it's fall. Like you just have this sense of a feeling that it's fall, it's autumn. You're like, today, all of a sudden it's freaking fall. And you feel it in your stomach, right? That's when we're talking about the gut feeling, but it goes way deeper than that. You feel this sensation in your stomach and it equals fall. Or how about another one for you guys on the feeling here is the first day of school. Do you guys all remember that? Like that feeling of excitement, but it was related especially to the first day of school, not any other day, or that first day of fall. I want you to feel that. And do you feel it? And if so, say yes in the comments, whether you're watching live or watching on the replay. Yes, I feel that feeling. This is one example of clairsentience, right? Nobody told you that it's the first day of fall. Maybe you didn't smell it. I know sometimes we do smell we smell the scent of fall, but it's the feeling that comes with it. And this goes so much deeper. This is just like the surface level. That other one that a lot of you guys could probably relate to is if you walk into a room, or say you're walking into a public place, and you see someone, and then all of a sudden you just feel like sick to your stomach. You're just like, I feel really sick. I need to leave. You're feeling this anticipation come up. I need to get away from this person. It's that sick feeling in your stomach. That is your psychic. That's your psychic ability to say, alert, alert. You didn't hear anybody say that person's a bad person. You didn't see any like attachments hanging on them with your clairvoyance, your psychic seeing. You just all of a sudden had this feeling that this is not a good place to be. Another one that you guys all have experienced, and it's different for everybody, and we're talking about goosebumps, okay? So there's different types of goosebumps. Most of the time in the psychic world, goosebumps is a validation. It's like, yes, yes, yes. But sometimes that's not until after you're already working with your guides and angels. They most always will give you the goosebumps, like, yes, this is validation. Keep going. Say the words. The feeling that you're feeling is validated. We want you to keep talking. And so you'll get like the goosebumps. Another type of goosebumps would be like more of the negative goosebumps, and those will be coming up the back of your neck, where that's when it's like the creepy heebie-jeebies, right? That would be a negatory goosebump. But to cover these three ones I wanted to share with you guys today is the feeling of fall, the sick feeling of the I got to get the hell out of here, then the goosebumps of that validation, like, yes, you're in the right spot right now. Yes, this is going to be a good choice for you. Yes, whatever you were just thinking about, we want you to say it out your mouth, right? Especially if you guys are already doing readings and stuff. But here's the neat thing about clairsentience, and I'm talking about clairsentience all the time because it was the most shocking of my clairs for me to experience. And remember, I'm telling you guys, you all have it. It's already there. You just hadn't recognized it. Once you develop it, right? Once you develop this ability, once you become more aware of it, once you practice it, once you start recognizing it, and once I'm asking you to use it and then tell me something from what you're feeling, and then you get validated that you were right. You were right this whole time. And holy crap, what else can you do? You start recognizing the physical feeling of what a male energy feels like. You get this physical feeling of what an uncle or an aunt feels like in your stomach. Regardless of if you have an aunt or an uncle or a brother or a cousin, you will learn to know what that feeling is. Everything can translate through this physical feeling. You'll even know, like, so for example, like when I would do readings, I would know exactly what a dentist feels like in my stomach, what the state of Texas feels like in my stomach. And it just goes on more and more and more. I used to joke and say, like, there's a little monster in my stomach and it receives this information and it knows exactly what needs to come out of my mouth based on the feeling that I had in my stomach. It's a magical clair. We call these clairs, right? The clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience, clairvoyance, all these clairs, clairolfactory. There's so many clairs, but this one is super groovy because you wouldn't think that your stomach could translate. You know, you're going to go marry a dentist in Texas, right? Or your career is dentist oriented based on the feeling in my stomach. It would be a great idea for you to like look into dentistry because I could physically feel it. And this isn't just for readings. This is for you to learn at your soul language so that you can navigate your life better, so that you help anchor down the light onto this planet, and so that you start spreading awareness on this is what we are here for, to stop being distracted and to be able to communicate with our guides, angels, past loved ones, so that we bring forth the new earth, right? Or this new paradigm. I get so nerded out about it because I know and I physically feel that this is like my job on this planet at this time. So I hope you guys love this video. Go ahead. Remember, push subscribe, push like. Come find me on Instagram. I am Brandaline. And share this video with people that you feel like would be interested in like starting to learn more about this. And by all means, check the link that's in the comments here on the video and go to my website at brandaline.com and look at the Awaken program because that's the program that you are going to be able to develop into. So have fun with these. Start recognizing when you're having a feeling and ask yourself, what does this feeling translate to? That's the other part, is like, all right, I have a feeling in my stomach. What does it mean? And sit with the feeling, and then you might actually get guidance in another form to be like, oh, that means dentist. Oh, that means that she has an uncle. Oh, that means that I need to go to Texas, for vacation instead of Florida. So you have that feeling between those two different states. It's super groovy. So I'm sending you guys all love, and I will see you soon.